So, video number 2. I've been running around in my mind, which is not the energy I want to create these videos from, so I haven't done one till now. Thinking like, what do I want to talk about the most, because there's just so much to talk about. And really, I think I just need to start from the beginning. You know, this journey is extremely confusing for people, and I think we can delve into the internet and what information there is out there. And hello, how you going?
Thanks. You leave the lady.
And someone walking their dog. And you know, there's just so much information out there, and there's a lack of there is information out there, but I think what we're looking at now is a cohort of people coming online that really need to know how this practically works. So it's up to us, the people that have been walking it and living it and practicing it and being it, to share our experiences, because we're the ones that know how it actually comes out in form in this reality, and what we need to shift inside us to see the changes. So I thought I'd start at the start, which is like, why the game of choice? And for me, I receive information in different ways. I receive things through dream space, I receive downloads, I have a lot of claircognizance, which is so something will just come through as the knowing of it. And so the game of choice for me came through as a knowingness or download. It was given to me for the name of this project. Let's call it a project, because it's a game. It's a game of choice. Every choice we make determines a trajectory. Every choice about what we think, what we do, how we behave, what we choose to feel, everything reflects. This is a big mirror. It's a big mirror. So the game, the mastery of the game, is to learn how to become that inside you that gives you the reflection you wish to see. So essentially, I guess where I can only ever talk from my own perspective, so we're all looking through our own lens. It's like, I get my information in one way and somebody else will get their information in another way, and we can't all understand the frequency of the information that each other receives. It's just the nature of us as individual expressions. So I can only share what I receive from my own frequency, so please, like, if how I share or my particular frequency doesn't resonate with you, just feel free to not listen. However, you know, a lot of us are sharing very similar information, very similar knowings, but in different ways, in different language, and from a different frequency, because essentially we are walking each other home. So, you know, I'm going to do my best to share my information from the frequency that I receive it in. So the game of choice, at this point in time, we're literally living in, there's two realities going on at the same time. So we have the lower 3D, as people like to call it, reality, which is a lower frequency band and is programmed in a certain algorithm, if we want to look at it that way. That particular frequency band is literally, they're both mirrors. They are both mirrors, but if you're sitting in a lower frequency band, you can't actually even see the higher one. If you're sitting in the higher frequency band, you can choose which one you interact with. So I guess that's a great place to start, is like, how do I get to that higher frequency band so that I can choose from a higher place? And I'll go into detail because there's so many aspects of that. We're like onions. Really complex onions, and it's like, oh, I've fixed that, I finally healed it, and then another layer of it will show up somewhere else. And really, like, the key for me in this game has been learning how to use my reality as the mirror. And the mirror isn't always a direct reflection, it is a reflection of our frequency. So every wound, every belief system, every expectation, which is a lot of it just comes down to beliefs, right? Like if you strip it all back down to nothing, it comes down to beliefs, because my past experiences in my life, I'll just talk about it from my perspective, gave me a certain experience of reality, and that experience of reality then, you know, influenced certain belief systems that I chose to hold. And those belief systems created emotions, they created thoughts, they created expectations, they created all the things that basically determined the frequency of my being. So this isn't a journey for the faint-hearted. It is a journey of really taking radical responsibility. We are literally creating everything in our reality. So there is a collective reality in which the collective consciousness is playing out. And in fact, there are two timelines going on at the moment. So we are starting to see, we're in that split now. So we're going to see a lot of chaos. It's like you can't build the new on the old foundation. So that's just, you know, it's how it's going to work in terms of linear time. And I'm probably using a lot of concepts right now that I'm going to have to pick apart and go into in little individual little videos, because this is the whole point of me doing this. There are a lot of things that people say, like, for example, you know, it's got to come from your heart. Well, how do you do that? So these are the things that, like, I've had to train myself in and learn how to do myself, as have a lot of people on this path. And, you know, we all learn from each other as well. So, yeah, I guess that's kind of the first piece is everything. Everything is a choice. Everything. And when you can accept that you're choosing your reality, you're choosing how to perceive it, you're choosing how to react or respond to it, you're choosing how to be within it, and that pure beingness, whatever frequency you're holding, is literally collapsing parallel versions of reality into form around you. So really it's up to us as individuals, and that's another big aspect of this kind of community as well, is, you know, it's not this or that. You know, in reality it's already done, and the way to experience the higher version of reality is to know that, not to believe it, but to know it, to hold that within your frequency. But yet here I am sharing information because essentially the collective is still not there. And we, you know, as, I guess, I don't like to label things, but like the beings that are walking this kind of first, we're clearing the path. We're clearing the path for the rest of the collective to come through. And essentially it comes down to, that's part of my soul expression, and my responsibility is to try and hold two frequencies at once. So how do I be it, and also share information to those that are still walking it. And we're all still walking it, it's just different layers of it. So yeah, I think I'll just leave that one here, and I'll do another one because there's a lot to unpack just even in that little video.